Yeah, I'm starting Q puts here. Stop over 618. I got to try that quick. That's just perfect. I know it's right off the open, but that is just too quick to not give a shot. Look at that. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, I want to go ahead and give you a trade recap of some trades I took over the last 2 days. I have the live recordings that I will share with you as well. And I want to go ahead and highlight the break and retest of previous day low, which is a very, very useful thing to be looking for in downside markets. So we've seen some downside over the last few days. Today, a really nice, strong recovery. But if we do continue to see some downside pressure, that previous day low break and retest is a very, very good thing to be looking for and to look to trade off of on the intraday, and I want to show you some examples of that today. I will also touch on shorting into gap downs, which is one of the most disastrous things to do in the market. Today, we started the day off a very aggressive gap down, reclaiming some key levels and pretty much having a short squeeze throughout the entire morning, and I want to show you how to avoid getting trapped in those moves. So let's go ahead and drop some education. Let's watch some live trades. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Press that like button, subscribe. Let's jump right into it. So I want to go ahead and start with the squeeze that we are seeing today on the market. It is Friday, November 14th. We're ripping higher after a gap down on the market, and I want to show you how I was able to identify that we could move back higher after that morning gap down, and also how I went ahead and long this with some SPX contracts. Now, admittedly, I could have definitely made more money on this move, but I want to show you how I found my entry and how I was able to catch a little over 15% on this move higher, which of course ended up could have been a lot more. But looking at these levels on the S&P 500, it is all based off of key levels. So looking at the S&P 500, we can see these major lows right here back on Wednesday, October 22nd, and we can see that that was a major low that pushed the market higher. Now here, back on Friday of last week, we saw a very key demand around 66.50 that pushed the market higher. Now this morning, we were gapping down in the pre-market in between and into these two major bounce spots, right? So here and here. So the likelihood is that you're going to find buyers between that area and between that demand zone. So the last thing you want to do is to be chasing that gap down into those key level demands. And then look at what happened today, right? Another squeeze to the upside. Now, there was a very key thing that happened on the short-term time frames that could tell you that this was going to start to happen. And this all has to do with the 66.90 and the reclaim, the word reclaim, reclaiming lows. And so if we go into the 1-minute chart today and we dive into the market open, this is the market open right here. I will go ahead and put it gray so you can see the difference between the market open and the pre-market. You can see here today, we started the day on a rejection of that 6,700, 66.90. We moved lower towards that 66.50 demand. So do you really want to be chasing a short down into that key demand here and down after we've already been gapped down from yesterday's close, right? So a big gap down into key demands. And so what you want to be careful of is that being a trap. And that surely was a trap into that key demand here. And the key to focus on is, does the market reclaim the previous lows? And so our previous low was 66.90 to 6,700. If I go back to the hourly chart, you will see that once again right here. 66.90 to 6,700 was a major previous low. Now, once we reclaim that level, you can see right here on the 1-minute chart, once we reclaim that 66.90 to 6,700 and reclaim that morning high, that was pretty much the spot that you had to look to long on a reclaim long. And you can see from that point, the market has just grinded and squeezed straight to the upside after reclaiming that major level. So the thing that you need to do as a trader, if you see a gap up on the market or a gap down on the market, is you need to be very patient and cautious of jumping on the side of that gap. There will typically be traps off those mornings, right? If you gap down, there's typically going to be traps on the short side. If we gap up, there's typically going to be traps on the long side. The likelihood is that the market will fill the overnight gap. That is just simply the likelihood that we see all of the time, and you need to trade along the side of probabilities, which is the gap will get filled. And you can see today that is exactly what happened. So if you are anticipating that the gap is going to get filled, if it is a gap down, then why not look to see where the shorts get trapped and long the market into that gap fill level, and that's what we did today. And I will share that live trade with you later in today's video. Now, before we jump into the next section of today's video, I want to let you guys know about a free event that I will be hosting on YouTube this Sunday into Monday and into Tuesday. This will be a live event on YouTube, 100% free. All you have to do is go down into the description below and register for this event. We will prepare on Sunday live, and we will execute trades live together on Monday and Tuesday. And I hope that this is a great event for some of you to see how we do this live, how to take trades, how to plan trades, and execute them in real time. So make sure to sign up for that, and let's continue to the rest of today's video. The next thing I want to talk about is the break and retest of previous day low, which is going to continue to be something to be watching if markets do find some downside over the next few weeks. Up on the charts, this is the QQQ chart from Wednesday into Thursday of this week, and we can see there was a very defined low of day here from Wednesday, right around that 617.81 to 618 level. Now, if the market does break below a previous day low the next day, then you are always going to look for that low to turn into a rejection point to have continuation to the downside. And so if we go into the short-term time frames, we'll go into the 1 minute chart and look at this Thursday price action, you can see that in the pre-market, we broke right here below the previous day low at 618 to 617.81. Off the open, you can see that we were pushing up back into that PDL, and we saw a very harsh rejection candle right at that previous day low, which presented a beautiful break and retest downside move. This was a QQQ put that I took yesterday, and I have the live trade for you guys to see as well. Now, you can even see later in the day, we pushed up back into that previous day low and once again rejected it, and that actually created an even more aggressive downside move. So you can see how important watching that PDL truly was yesterday on the QQQ. Now, I want to showcase something because the PDL can be a rejection point, but it is also an important reclaim level, right? Either way, it is an important level to be watching. So looking at this QQQ day over day from Thursday into Friday, which is today, we can see that we had a previous day low right at this red level on my charts, right around 606. 605.94 was the daily 50, and then 606 was the previous day low. Now take a look at what happened today when you reclaim that level. Look how beautiful this break and retest happened. You have this previous day low, which attempted to reject, gave you some downside opportunity, but ultimately got bid back up. Look at the break and hold above PDL, creating that reclaim long opportunity today. An awesome level once again, previous day low reclaim being a bullish read, or a previous day low rejection being a bearish read. Either way, that key spot giving you insight into where to trade on the markets, and the key always is to avoid the noise and trade at major spots, and PDL definitely is one of those. I want to go ahead and show you a trade that I took today. All of the trades we're talking about I have live, and we'll share with you later in today's video, but I want to go ahead and show you the previous day low rejection on CRWV that I was able to trade today. So looking at CRWV, we know that this is a very weak stock. It's been a major downside move pretty much day over day, and today we had a very clear previous day low right around $77.21. We had a major low from the day prior. So let's go ahead and look at this on the 5-minute chart. We can see today CRWV moved to the upside, showed us some very clear 5-minute rejection candles right at the previous day low, and I was able to catch this downside for a little bit over 30% on the downside. We can see we had a bear flag up into that previous day low. We started to see price action rejecting that level, and I was able to take my put option here and able to profit into a drop into low a day, trading a bear flag break and retest off of previous day low. So now I'm going to go ahead and insert those live trades for you to learn from, for you to see how I executed these trades. It has been a great end of week, a little bit difficult of a month, up around $6,000 to start this month, so definitely slower than I would typically want, but some nice trades here to showcase with you guys today, and hopefully you can learn from it. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel for more, enjoy the live trades, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Yeah, guys, I'm trying some longs here on the SPX, stop under 66.90. I took some 66.80 calls on SPX. Let me see if I can get a quick little jolt.
Up to 6,700.
Looking for a jolt here. 66.90 stop loss. Want to see that battle above 66.90. If we break that, I'm out. See if we can get the reclaim. As long as it keeps battling above 66.90, I like it. Okay. It's a good battle still there in that 10-point range. Looks good off the 6700, 66.90 zone still. I like this hold. I look to sell into a pop here. Okay, I'm going to sell some into this pop. If I can get one more juicer candle, I'd sell one more. Staying patient, it looks good still. Took 5 contracts, so not starting the day off with big size. Again, if I'm taking these morning trades, I'm scaling down. Looks like a short covering sort of rally to start the day. Just looks sort of like shorts covering type of move to the upside. I'm going to take it off there. I got like 12%. 800 bucks. It probably goes more, but I'll just take that quick $800 bill. As in just a little break and retest to that reclaim of 66.90 for a little scalp. Hey guys, I'm taking some CRWV puts here. Stop loss is over the 76 spot. I took 30 of the 75 puts for $1.30. That's pretty good. If this market rejects, that's gonna go. Those are already up 20%. Holy shit. Okay. Oh. That's a really nice pop. And look at the Q starting to reject PDL here. Oh, this could be money. This could be money. If the market really rejects here, CRWV could be big time money. It's levels.
You know, it's funny how it brings it to a particular level and then just starts.
It's where the liquidity's at.
Yeah.
That's a nice fade on Qs right now. I don't know if it's just a pullback, long opportunity, but that's our spot. That is our spot. Tempted to just take CRWV off on that candle drop, but I'll try to see it out a little bit. I would hate to see that just go right back up to the high. But I think it's right to give it some time. It's a perfect rejection of that PDL level. I would sell into a break of the lows here if we can get it. See, the market is still a little bit holdy there. Okay, well, it's getting sold in too quickly. Yeah, I'm half out here on CRWV, up 25% into this low. Just a little bit cautious of this low having some stupid bounce. Just a little how you doing bounce. A little bounce to keep us on our toes here potentially, but if we drop this low, we're going to go. Come on. Give me the real one. I'm starting to come to the unfortunate, and it's not really, I guess you could call it unfortunate, but to the sad realization that I think I am a better downside trader. I think recognizing weakness is easier than recognizing strength. And I think that's why I've had such a hard time trading as we just grinded higher into all-time highs the last few weeks.
I mean, that was a very, it was a shitty grind. I'm sorry, but it was just,
yeah.
There was no reason for it to go back up there,
I would love to see CRWV drop these lows to get full out. There is a possibility that it just bounces off these lows, those guys. So I would not give away your profits at these lows if you want to take some. If markets can stay weak, it should continue lower, but okay. All right. You got to watch Tesla under previous day low here. Oh, Jesus. Do I want to do this? Do I want to put on more risk? Nah. Yeah, that Tesla rejection of previous day low, guys. This is a good watch. Look at that. That's really good. Look at how it trapped above it and failed back under it. That's a great short trap, or that's a great long trap right there. I would hope it continues for you. It really should. To VWAP at least. Come on, CRWV, drop this low. Drop this low. You have no reason to hold the low right now. Who's buying this fucking low? No one. I'm anticipating either a really ridiculous bounce candle here or we get a knife through the lows on CRWV. Something big's about to happen on this. It's a ridiculous bounce candle.
Market's still too strong. That 30-minute candle was a little too.
Yeah, it's you're starting to see it fail to move higher though up here.
Yeah. Let it create a low.
Yeah, CRWV, that might be it, guys. That might be all we're going to get. Well, let's stay confident on some runners. Let's see if the cloud rejects.
I think Q's a little too strong.
Yeah. Let's see if this cloud rejects. If that cloud rejects, I'll stay put, but I am starting to see the market come back up, so I'm under the assumption that it might not. So that is what I was cautious of on shorting the market and Tesla. Is that first pullback just a fake pullback? Is it actually like, is this actually going to turn around here? I'm still not fully confident. I went CRWV because I know it's a weak stock. Oh, that's pretty nasty right there, actually. Okay. That's really nasty right there. That was exactly PDL on Qs. Ooh. Oh, that's a little nasty right there. Okay. That's a nasty little game that you just saw on the Qs. Squeeze up over that high into PDL and smack. Nasty little game right there. That's telling to me that they're selling up here. CRWV should be good. It should be good. Yeah. Look at this volume candle up here on CRWV. It's like a big middle finger. Just saying F you to the longs. There it is. Awesome trade. 50%. That's how we end the week, man. Love it. Taking some more off here on CRWV. It's a sick trade. 50.
Yep. You gotta play some 50 on the way out. That's it.
Many men wish death upon me. Nice. Two racks. I think I'm staying away from the market trade today. Looks pretty difficult. This looks pretty difficult up here. To me, it should fade, but you might still have some short covering that just sort of holds it up. Oh, if CRWV can reject here, we're going to get more on these runners. Come on. I'm holding this out right now on CRWV. I don't have a reason to sell this. I do not have a reason to sell this. Market strong still, just sort of it's this melt up here, guys. This is gonna be tough. I'd be careful on the market trade. It looks like it's gonna get tricky up here. The downside is definitely not flowing yet. I'll tell you that. If CRWV bounces here, I'm gonna exit because it's now reclaiming that low. So let's see. Any more strength here on CRWV, I'll take it off. Okay, I'm out. Taking the win. All right. Good start. That is a good start for me. $1,000 on CRWV, 800 on the SPX scalp. Yeah, I'm starting Q puts here. Stop over 618. I got to try that quick. That's just perfect. I know it's right off the open, but that is just too quick to not give a shot. Look at that. Let's see if I can grab a quick, scalp here. Right off PDL. Got to give it a shot. Super clean spot to risk. If I get faked out to start the day, I get faked out. That is too clean not to try. Stop loss is right over 618 PDL. Right here. 25 contracts. Nothing major. Not going to ruin my day to start. Just a little taste. Can it stay under that? 5 minute looks fine. Give it to us. Definitely trapping at the gap fill level. So it could definitely bounce here. 1689 is definitely the bounce spot to trap us out of this. But I will stay confident. UNH going down. Can we get that morning flush? Or will we get trapped? Either way, I'm good. Staying weak. Staying weak. Candle staying weak. I would prepare yourself for a big squeeze bounce here and make sure you're comfortable with your size. There's definitely a possibility right here. But to give it that 618 level, this 5 minute chart looks fine. That's also previous day low. It's a break and retest of PDL. Just perfect. I have to try that. Right here. CRWV is absolutely murdered. Oh my God. It's a murdering on CRWV. Wow. I mean, just straight murder off the open. Straight bloody crime scene there. Wow. All right, QQQ not quite breaking this gap level, but I'm trusting this PDL. Goldman Sachs going higher aggressively. Is JP Morgan bouncing? It's holding. Here we go. Can we get it to flush? Come on. Can it be real today, man? Is the price action going to be real for us? That's a nice rejection of that gap start level. There we go. There it is. There it is. There it is. Boom. Okay. I think I want to take some off here. I want to take a little bit off here. Yep. There's your gap. There's finally an opportunity. Okay. Taking some off there. That's it. Day's done. That's it. My day is over. Holding some runners. That was the only opportunity I wanted to take today. Been staring at this for days. That is it. Down to 5 contracts. Locking up $1,000 win. Could have been heavier on it. Definitely. That's all right. Being that it was that early, decided not to get ballsy. A great win. And I will hold runners here. Caught it on the future side as well. Google gap fill done. CRWV bloody. Oh my God. CRWV absolutely torched. Anyone catch CRWV? How are those contracts moving? Holding 5 contract runners to 613. Damn, they're actually moving good, huh? Nice. Huge trade. That's it, man. Guys, seriously. If you get this full gap fill, That's going to be your best trade of the day. Oh my God. I can't even look at CRWV. Do I just chase that? Do we just chase CRWV today? I can't believe that thing just got torched right away. Yeah, that's it. It's gone. Damn it. It's the Grand Canyon. Yeah, it's the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon. It's going off the Grand Canyon. 50% on Q puts. And running. Make sure to lock up some profits as you get it. You're going to bounce eventually. Taking more off here as you find a little bit of support at this low.